Hey guys, welcome to New by Design. We're just continuing our Thief walkthrough series here, and this is going to be part 2 of Chapter 4 for Thief. Again, the gameplay is on PC, and we're just going to continue through here. At this point, we're not too worried about guards here because it was just a huge cutscene that I skipped through, but that you guys will get a chance to see where basically everything exploded, so none of the guards have a clue as to what's happening. So what you're going to do is you're actually just going to walk down where we were here, walk down this path here and get into the basement. Unfortunately, you're going to have to take some damage here. You're going to have to run through some bursting pipes and all that kind of stuff. So once you get down here, you're going to jump to the right and straight down, and then straight down again to this path. You're going to continue proceeding through, jump onto this portion of walkway here, and it kind of makes you slide down into a little mini cutscene here. And you continue going through. Again, unfortunately, you're going to have to take some damage here. A lot of it's going to be smoke damage that you're going to take, and that'll be just into the building here. So we're going to climb this ladder and continue proceeding towards. It kind of tells us where we're going to go, like with the how many feet away sign that it has ahead of us. Like I said, you're going to have to take some sort of damage here every now and again, and we're going to jump right up into here into this pipe and continue on through towards our target goal. You do not want to get hit by that piston when it reappears, so you want to make sure you get quickly through that once it opens up. So we're going to continue through the piping here, the ventilation system, I guess it is. And the objective is to find Basso. So you got to stand up here, climb back up, and this is when you're going to start taking smoke damage and stuff like that. So one thing I will say is if you crouch down, you're less likely to take damage from smoke. Like you take less damage from the smoke itself. So you can see right now I'm crouched down and I'm not really taking any damage. However, when I stand back up, I do take damage. So I was looking at this, it was highlighting like you could do something with it. So I thought maybe I would try shooting a water arrow at it and see what happens. And it turns out it actually does nothing at all. And you can see right now I'm taking smoke damage. But when I crouch back down, it's a lot slower damage. So we're just going to run right through the fire and eat the damage just because we couldn't figure out how to do it. And we're taking actually more smoke damage waiting to try to figure it out than anything else. So I'm going to cut the wire trap here. Like I said, really handy for you to have the wire cutters for this part of the mission, or for chapter 4 itself. And we're going to keep on running through. Again, if you crouch here, the damage is less that you're going to take, at least a little bit slower. But this particular mission, you're definitely going to want to have some food on you to heal through it. So we're just going to continue to pick through this lock. Again, like I was saying earlier, you want to have lock picks upgraded if you can, and slam on the food there to recharge your health back up. So we're almost at Basso here now, and we're going to keep on going through here. Open the door with this pull switch here, or I guess turn switch, whatever you want to call it. Crouch under the door and continue on towards Basso, running well this direct path as well. We got another lock to pick. This one's not as bad because there's no more smoke damage and stuff that you're taking, so we're just not in a rush for this one. We'll continue picking the lock through here, open up, and I believe pretty much at Basso here now. I did upgrade my focus ability so that it would help me find the secret items or the collection items. So you can see now there's handprints that kind of lead towards where the collection items are, which is helpful for me and helpful to you guys. If you want to do that focus upgrade, I would definitely recommend that you do that. So that's going to be Soldier's Memory is going to be one of the collectible items you get. And we're just going to take off this plaque as well now that we're here, just because I feel like it'll be difficult to get back into this building later on with it being on fire and all that kind of stuff. So again, we got another collectible here for us, and we're going to continue on through to try to get towards Basso, which is going to be right here. So we press the switch, open up, and we're going to go up a large elevator. Again, this elevator takes pretty much as long as the other one. You want to press the up button to go up, and I'm going to fast forward this just because it's, well, it takes a long period of time. So we're going to go through here and keep going up to the level where Basso is being kept. Once we get up there, we're going to free Basso, and once we get Basso free, then we're going to start heading for the for the large amount of money that's apparently in the Great Vault that they have here. So we're going to keep on going through here. This is the last portion of the area. We're taking again some smoke damage for whatever reason, I guess because we're high up again. and so we're eating a little bit of smoke damage, but it's on and off, so it's not going to kill us, or it'll very slowly kill us, I guess. And we just happen to have another document there, so we're going to grab onto it, and then we're going to hit this switch to release Basso. Once we do this, it basically brings you into a really, really long cutscene, and we're going to skip right through that. So that cutscene that I just skipped through was Basso and all that kind of stuff, and then they talk about how getting to this great safe, which we're fast forwarding up the elevator again, um, just to basically get there faster. Because, like I said, it does take a long time in these elevators because they're true to time, I guess, and they weren't super fast. So we slid back down to normal play, and now we're climbing up the elevator here to get to where the great safe is. So pretty much the only difficult part of chapter 4 is the safe, and we're going to get to that very shortly here. So we're just jumping up, and the safe is going to be just around the corner. And instead of just giving you a direct gameplay about it, I actually modified the gameplay a little bit here just to explain it to you guys just a little bit better. So you take this first left here, and it's the easiest way to get to the great safe. The code for the safe isn't what you would think it would be. When I seen the code, it looked like the first 3 digits would be 3011 or 301, and then the last 3 digits would be 198. But it wasn't that simple, ironically enough, and you would think it would be. So the first part, anyways, before we get to doing that, is activate this switch on the side, and it's a time switch. So you press this switch, then you run to the other side, and at the exact same point, there is another switch that you press. So if you don't hit it within the time thing, you just have to do it again, and it opens it up. So again, it's not the obvious what you would think. It's the first 3 digits are the first digit in the 3 double sequences. So it's the first code isn't 3011, it's 319. So the first digit of each of the 3 series is what it is for the left side, and then the last digit in each of the 3 series is what the right side is. So the first part of this, you can only enter the first part of the code, and then when you go to enter the second one, it kicks into another cutscene where you get into an escape, basically. Like you have to escape where the guys are all coming after you as a result of that cutscene. So I don't want to ruin the cutscene for you, but you're escaping what's happened basically as a result of that cutscene. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to walk right into this corner here and crouch down. There's a patroller that comes right there, but he won't see you because you're hiding in the shadows. You don't really have to go this way. I just find it easier later on because you turn the lights off from up here. So see that blinking red switch there? That's actually what turns off the lights. So we're going to swoop right into there, shut off the lights, and that'll make everything, well, a lot easier for us in the future here. So now that we've got some darkness, we're going to kind of take a little bit more time and figure out where all the enemies are. So we can see there's 2 enemies right there at the stairs. One went down and the other one's still kind of hanging out here. So we're going to be a little bit more cognizant of him and try to figure out where exactly he's going. So it looks like he's kind of doing us a favor here and going down the stairs. So we're going to do some swoops past him, and that's just to give us a little bit more time. As I mentioned earlier, when I suggested that you guys buy an upgraded lockpicks and upgrade them all if you can, right here is where you kind of have to enter the code fast. I mean, I guess you kind of have a little bit of time to do it, but you want to enter it as fast as you can because there's continuing patrols that go past back and forth, and you don't want them to catch you for it. So here you're entering the second part of the code, which is again the second number in the series of the 3 numbers. So it's going to be 018, and that'll open up the code, which brings you into a short cutscene, which we do skip, and go right into the actual gameplay portion of it. So you can see this is probably the best made safe of all time, and it is pretty incredible. So anyways, you're going to go into here, and it's, like I said, it skips you into a cutscene that I'm going to skip, and we're going to go right into the actual gameplay portion of it, which is basically these little lilies appear, or sorry, poppies appear. So we're going to walk towards them and keep on collecting them, which it slowly basically brings us towards another area like in Aaron's Mill. Kind of same kind of circumstance for it, but this one you don't really have to find anything. You just keep walking around. So we're going to keep on collecting these poppies and go towards the door here. During this whole time, again, you're having a conversation, but I muted it out. So basically, you're walking towards this door. It's kind of a memory that you're walking into here. You're opening this door, and then in this area here, you don't really have anywhere to go. You just kind of have to walk around until the audio cutscene portion of it is done, and you finish hearing the story that Aaron's telling you. Again, same kind of thing as last time, except for last time you actually had a specific destination to go. So you can just kind of walk around here and explore. I didn't really find anything here when I was here. You can't use your focus ability here to find anything, and I don't think that there actually is anything here to collect anyways. So we're just going to keep on walking around until the actual voice part of the cutscene is done. And once that's done, it brings us into a different area. So we're going to keep walking around. And although I'm getting bored here now of walking around, I felt like the cutscene was a little bit too long, the vocal cutscene, for no specific goal in this area, anyways. So yeah, we're just going to keep on doing that. And once the audio cutscene is done, we'll actually be in our area here that we have to be. So yeah, I've kind of checked around the whole area there, and like I said, I didn't see anything that popped out that we were supposed to take. So if you guys do find anything, just let me know and we'll sort it out. Now that we passed that portion of it, now we're kind of running down an empty hallway here. Again, you just kind of walk into a straight line. Once you get towards the end of the cutscene, you'll notice, or close to the end of the cutscene, you'll notice that a door appears in front of you, or at least a goal appears in front of you. So it's infinitely long, doesn't matter how fast you're going until you reach a specific part of the cutscene, and then that's when the door appears. So you can see we have the door here, and now behind us, it turns out we're inside of a room. So you got to turn around and pick up the key that's here, and that pretty much ends chapter 4. If you guys found this video useful or enjoyed it at all, please click the like button. It helps me a lot when you do, and thanks for watching.